I'm here for the server position.
Yeah, all right, have a seat. We'll start.
I have my resume with me.
Oh, perfect. So, how are you today?
Good, how about you?
Good. So, well then, let's get right into the interview. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm coming from an Applebee's position as a hostess, and I've been watching the servers and all of their stuff that they do, and I find it more entertaining than my host positions, and I just like to interact with the customers more than I usually used to do. And I'm a very active and flexible person, so.
Okay. How would you say your previous peers and supervisors would describe you?
I believe that they would describe me as pretty hardworking. I got a lot of compliments from them saying that I tried really hard. So I'm not very, vibrant about that. I'm not going to be I am the best. But I'd say I'm pretty hardworking and on task when I have to be.
Great. Okay. What would you say would be your major contribution to this position?
I would say that I give a very personal connection to the customers that come in and make it so that they want to come back because they had an enjoyable time and they weren't being pushed to the side or ignored by their server.
Great. Would you say you have any limitations or struggles in your position?
One thing I did notice, while it's not very big limitation, because usually you have the pot holders and stuff, plates are really hot, and I can struggle with carrying the plates sometimes, so it's just a heads up on that one.
Okay. Why exactly did you want to work for us?
I thought that since you guys are a little tiny diner, it'd be more personal connection, I'd have less people to deal with, so therefore I'd be more focused on the tables that I have. And you guys are very popular and busy, and so I believed it would benefit me.
All right. What type of supervisor do you work best for?
I work best with supervisors that are very understanding and work with you about your schedule outside of the workplace to understand that you have other things going on and sometimes you might need a day off or something.
Yeah, all right, I get that. What would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far working as a server?
I would say that since I haven't yet worked as a server, but my greatest accomplishment would probably be just working with others really well and getting things done as fast as I can.
Great. Okay, so what would you say you accomplished most on your last job?
I would say just creating a stronger bond between people in the restaurant and giving a more vibrant and happy setting of work.
All right, I'm going to give you a situation and I want you to describe how you would respond in that specific situation, okay?
Okay.
So you're dealing with a very difficult customer who isn't really responding to what you're saying and is being very difficult to deal with. How would you respond to that?
I would see if I can help them in any way possible, ask them if they need anything, if they're missing anything, what's wrong, and then if necessary, come and get whatever head manager there is to come talk to them and solve the problem.
All right, great. What would you say, in your opinion, it takes to be a good employee in this field?
I would say that it just takes being very uplifting and not just being oh, I don't care, it's just a serving job, just kind of whatever. So just to be very happy and bubbly and make sure that you don't upset the people around you, because if you upset the people around you, it upsets everyone in the restaurant, it affects the whole night. So if you simply just stay upbeat and treat customers with the most respect you can, even if you're having a bad day, I'd say that would be helpful for your position.
Okay, so do you have any questions or anything that you're interested in about for me?
How would you guys describe a typical day for a server here? Is it fast and busy, or is it slow and steady?
We usually don't have that many customers in the morning. We just have a few regulars that show up in the morning. Lunchtime is probably the busiest since we are kind of by some bigger companies. So that can get a little busy, a little fast. But then after that, it's usually a pretty calm day.
All right. To whom would I report if I had a question or anything about scheduling or anything like that?
Typically, there is a assistant manager here all week, and then our head manager usually comes in on Fridays if you have any bigger issues.
All right. What are your expectations for me being in this position? What do you expect me to do or stay on top of?
Well, obviously, we expect you to treat customers with respect and just stay on top of making sure that the establishment is well taken care of and that you're just working to the best of your ability.
All right. What opportunities do you guys have in place for advancement? So, like, is there any way to go from lower to higher, or you just stay where you're at for the most part?
Well, after working with us for a few years, it is possible for you to move up to a junior management position while you would be doing serving and some managerial duties, and from there you could move up to assistant and possibly head.
All right. Should I expect to hear back from you about the interview?
Expect a response within the week. Hopefully we'll get back to you sooner, but just give us some time to think it over and we'll let you know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.